Urgent information. Rick and Marty Legina made an first-rate discovery of their modern-day Oak Island dig, uncovering a treasure that were hidden for 2 centuries. Their new digging site, close to a vintage shack, combines modern generation with the classic pleasure of a treasure hunt. As they drill deeper, they are at the verge of probably coming across gold, or perhaps something even extra precious. What did they discover that made the entire team so excited? Let us discover the hidden questions that have been sooner or later responded with this today's locating. Digging near the antique shipyard garden. In their final dig of the season, Rick talked about an exciting spot near an antique shipyard garden. He changed into hopeful this could be their large leap forward. They were not just digging holes randomly, they have been especially searching for clues. Possibly a hidden room or an underground safe. They deliberate to drill proper there to look what they might discover. Dr. Ian Spooner and Dr. Fred Michael have been busy with their own experiments. They've been locating unusual metals inside the location, and that they do not suppose these metals are clearly happening. They've been testing the water close to the vintage shipyard lawn, and have chosen a niche for a new drill hollow which they're calling E514. They're positive that drilling down approximately 100 FT ought to cause them to a few valuable metals. They're hopeful this will lead to discovering not only gold, however, other valuable treasures too. We're going to take one massive swing. And you know, we were given a danger of really locating treasure with this one. The scientists are pretty satisfied that the metallic symptoms they observed are massive. They consider they determined the proper spot wherein some precious items is probably hidden. With their professional expertise and a bit of instinct, they feel this website is probably very crucial. The entire team is buzzing with the possibility that this can be the instant they locate something genuinely special. The exhilaration is thick inside the air as they set up the drill, everyone wondering if this may be the leap forward moment they've been watching for. As the drill digs deeper, their pleasure grows. They understand that is their closing shot for the season. If they do not find anything now, they may have to wait an entire year to attempt again. As the drill works away, the crew's anticipation grows. They speak what fantastic unearths might be in advance. What if this spot turns out to be the step forward they have been hoping for? What if they uncovered no longer just a few vintage cache or steel scraps, however a full-size cache that could be well known? This attempt is ready extra than just finding treasures. It's approximately proving that their tough work and years of effort have been worth it. And the best is yet to come back. They're aiming to drill down 50 to 60 FT, wherein they could then begin drilling sideways and vertically too. They hope to find a tunnel linked to the shaft, supported through a number of their most promising water pattern tests, which have shown signs and symptoms of gold and silver. They have many hopes for this website, from finding unique structures to confirming historic accounts. Everyone on the group has private reasons for being there, from launching new projects to securing their financial futures, or simply being part of an ancient discovery. But there are realistic factors too. They talk how they will manage in the event that they discover something tremendous, planning who to call and what steps to take subsequent. The day maintains with the crew checking and rechecking their gadget, going over their notes to ensure everything is as ready as it can be. They've had sufficient letdowns to preserve their expectancies practical, but hope still drives them. The non-stop sound of the drill is a reminder that they may be close to potentially uncovering something large. They watch, wait, and wish that this final drill of the season will display the long-hidden treasures of Oak Island. Every 12 months, as the bloodless wintry weather winds begin to sweep over Oak Island, Rick, Marty, Craig, and their team wrap up yet every other season of treasure hunting. Each war ends similarly, with little greater than developing frustration and hundreds of sand to show for their efforts. Despite gaining access to advanced technology and distinct maps that hint at hidden valuable metals below the surface, they nevertheless have not discovered the treasure. Each sand can be evidence of historical defensive measures, intended to cover something treasured. As the operation starts winding down for the season, there may be plenty left to do. The team has to smooth and keep their device, review all of the statistics they have accumulated, and analyze each piece of facts. They appearance over each element, each measurement, and each sample, trying to figure out wherein matters might have long gone incorrect and what they could attempt in a different way next time. The discussions are certain and filled with technical speak. As every crew member shares their personal ideas and theories, they debate possible reasons for their non-stop lack of fulfillment and brainstorm about capacity new techniques for the next season. Everyone has their very own hopes and theories approximately what would possibly finally cause them to the island's hidden treasures. Treasure searching is a risky commercial enterprise, regularly not paying off as one might desire. Yet the possibility of uncovering something great keeps the group coming back year after year. Rick, Marty, Craig, and the relaxation are attracted to locate that out this year. Stay tuned for more. This season they targeted on what they think is a person-made tunnel leading to the sea. They suspect this tunnel might be causing sudden water within the lawn shaft location and had been constructed to defend hidden treasure pit location. One of these places, dubbed Aladdin's Cave, is largely a large water-filled hollow that appears to include tiny bits of treasured metals and a few vintage wooden. The way they get worked up over a few wooden fragments floating inside the water is nearly abnormal. They deal with those small finds as though they have found excellent artifacts, which surely shows how determined they're to locate whatever enormous. This season appeared extra focused on constructing up hype approximately what might be found instead of the real findings themselves. Every dig seems to leave them with greater unanswered questions and dwindling credibility. The actual draw of Oak Island seems to be its potential to hold treasure hunters coming driven extra by way of the joys of ability finds than via actual discoveries. This organization of treasure seekers is enormously persistent, continuing to chase their dream of striking it rich, though they usually locate not anything but stones and water. The legends and stories about Oak Island additionally upload a layer of excitement. Stories about pirates, historic artifacts, and lost fortunes are exciting enough to maintain all of us interested. But when all is said and carried out, it's these memories that are the actual gemstones of Oak Island. They attract TV shows, curious vacationers, and eager diggers, all drawn by using the chance of uncovering something massive. Yet the actual digging process often simply ends in extra dead ends. With every bit of earth they dig up, the team's exhilaration grows. Hoping the small unearths suggest they may be near a main discovery. More superb recommendations, no treasure. As they hold to excavate from one web page to some other, following every minor hint, it's a cycle of build-up and disappointment. The whole operation, with its huge machines and dramatic drilling, can look quite staggering to someone watching from the sidelines. It's clean to get swept up inside the drama and the occasional massive unearths that typically become quite mundane. And on the stop of every season, they wrap up with grand summaries in their findings, seeking to make even the smallest reveals sound vital. And there may be greater. The operations on Oak Island are as a lot about growing a show and telling a tale as they're approximately looking for treasure. Each season ends with a cliffhanger, hinting that perhaps, simply maybe, the subsequent year can be the 12 months they find something groundbreaking. Perhaps the real value of Oak Island isn't in any buried treasure. The island itself, packed with layers of dirt that hold random historical artifacts, appears to be a treasure trove of never-finishing testimonies. These testimonies attract visitors every season, maintaining the legend of the island alive. It's the fun of the quest, the excitement of the what if that maintains this adventure going. Today, Oak Island is sort of a level for current treasure hunters armed with the modern-day era, all attempting to show antique legends into truth. The group dynamic, the camaraderie, share goals, and the collective pressure to hold going is a fascinating story on its personal. They're no longer simply digging for treasure. They're digging for solutions, attempting to finish a tale that started out lengthy earlier than they got there. Every small find, irrespective of how insignificant, fuels the desire that keeps them going, just like the goals of these younger boys from Michigan, who once imagined finding buried treasures. The island nonetheless holds on to its hidden tales tightly. The actual treasure of Oak Island might simply be its ability to hold dreams alive, drawing people lower back season after season with shovels in hand and wish of their hearts, chasing what may simply be an elaborately crafted story exceeded down through generations. Oak Island is greater than a place of ancient treasure hunts. It is an area in which the hunt itself is the treasure and the narrative never surely ends. It simply maintains, including greater layers, extra pleasure. This cycle of wish and mild discoveries keeps absolutely everyone coming returned, clinging to the perception that subsequent time, they might just discover something simply fantastic. Could the treasure on Oak Island genuinely be of not possible cost? Or is there a deeper, probable supernatural detail at play here? What do you observed? Drop your theories inside the comments below and recollect to hit like and subscribe for extra interesting treasure hunts.